Hi there, welcome to Made by Granat. It's Anna here, and it is Wednesday. A rainy, windy, yucky Wednesday. And what is better to do on a Wednesday than to stay inside your craft room and play, at least if you have the day off like I do. Wednesdays means use it or lose it on this channel. And I know that I said in the beginning of the year that I would make them if I wanted to, and I want to. I have just skipped one, and it was the first Wednesday because it was the 1st of January, I think. Have a coffee. I have the leftovers from last week, use it or lose it. The tags that I made using Bookpage. This one has been backed with writing, and this one has both been backed and it's writable in the middle. So I'm going to decorate these, I think, and I also want to make some journaling cards for my botanical journal that I started. And I pulled out some papers from a book about the artists of botanical books in Sweden, and these would make fun journaling cards, I think. So I'm going to cut these up and back them and make them into some journaling cards. So that's what I'm going to do today. Maybe I will make some more, I don't know. We will see what we have time for. I'm going to start by cutting these while I contemplate what I'm going to put on my other two tags. And how on earth am I going to do this? I'm going to have to use my what's it called? Scissors. That's what it's called. Try to cut it down, but scissors it is, I believe. I'm gonna use the big ones. Yeah, so how is everyone? As I said, it's Wednesday. I hope you're doing good, that you're having a good week. I am doing excellent. It is... I have been working from home this week so far, so I'm really looking forward to go to the office tomorrow on Friday. I miss my colleagues a lot when I'm not in the office, but this week I had no other option because my youngest daughter Clara, she's turns 15 in a few months. That's just crazy. That means I cannot be 25 anymore. Whew, time flies. Anyway, she had an appointment at the dentist, the specialty dentist with the braces on Monday. You know, once a month you go there and they screw them a bit and make them a bit tighter and move the teeth better. And we were supposed to do that, increasing the tension, but when we got there and we waited for a bit, and she came out again in like 2 minutes. So they couldn't do anything. Okay, why? Because something broke somewhere in the braces. Something had broken. So she needed to get a new appointment on Tuesday. So we had to go back home and go back to school for her part. And I lost like almost 2 hours of work on that little trip because they're not in the small town where we live, they're in the big town. 20 minutes, 30 minutes over. And then we had on Tuesday, when I had planned to go to work, I had to work from home again because we had to go back, and then that appointment took over an hour. So that was 2 days. Oh, I love these. It's like a layout to make a botanical book. So we're gonna back these with some tea-dyed papers, I think. Let's see what we can do with this one. I'm gonna cut this, and I might make this into a double journaling card or a folio. And these I can cut out and use as fussy cuts in my journal. Yeah, so it was quite an interesting day, or a couple of days. So today I am off work as usual on Wednesdays. Yes, I can get both of them. Nice. Or do I want that one? I think I want those. So yeah, that's how my week is going. How's your week going? Anything fun going on? Any fun plans for the weekend? Talking about weekend already on Wednesday. We are celebrating Easter a week ahead because my mother-in-law she works in she's a nurse, so she works on Easter, so we have to celebrate it this weekend. So we're gonna celebrate Easter on Sunday, which is nice. Nice food and nice things. Do I want to make this into a double journaling card and just add some writing space or add something behind? I'm gonna have to think about that. These will be backed and these will be decorated. I wonder if this paper is wide enough. No, not for those. I see that little straps, so that can be used there. And then I have to get one more page of tea-dye paper. Sorry, just standing up. Just getting a sheet of paper. Yeah, so that's what's going on. And what else is going on? Yeah, I'm gonna help my daughter, my eldest daughter, Ellen. She is not living at home. She is living in her own apartment, and she's going to move this weekend to a bigger apartment with that's been renovated right now. So that's fun. I'm gonna help her. I use glue stick for this. Yeah, so that's my weekend plans. Moving Ellen and celebrating Easter. Oops. It would be fun to spend the weekend in my craft room, making journals and ephemera and filming. But this weekend will be an exception because I have other plans. So I'm gonna try this afternoon to actually film a bit ahead so that I have some videos to post the rest of the week. I can see that this is bubbling up a bit, so I want to add some art glitter glue to it just to make it stick. And of course I managed to get it on my mat, which needs a good clean. Yeah, let's continue. Yeah, what else can I tell you? What's been going on? What's happening? Yeah, what's been happening? My husband he's been a bit tired. He's been really tired for the entire winter. No energy whatsoever, feeling, yeah, I don't know. I've been a bit worried about him because he's one of those guys who can never ever be still. He can't sit still, but he's been sleeping on the couch for the entire winter, and he's always, you know, out riding his bicycle, his mountain bike. He's out doing lots of training all the time. He is really active, and this winter has been strange. But he's a vegetarian. So I was thinking maybe it was something in his diet that made him so tired. And then he talked to a doctor, not a doctor in the hospital, but he was working, he's an electrician, so he was at home at a doctor's house working, and the doctor actually told him that when you're a vegetarian and you're a man and you're this old, you kind of need to boost your iron levels. So I bought iron for him, iron tablets, and he has been eating for a few months, and he's like back to his old normal self. So I'm so happy about that. So he's out training almost every day again. I'm starting to recognize him. The spark in his eye. Yeah, so I'm happy about that. Really happy. I kind of want this strip. How should I cut? Never mind, I'm gonna cut this like so. Because I'm too lazy to take out my scissors and just trying to get this. Okay. Okay, okie dokie. I did not glue them on straight. But let's see. I was watching a video. My friend, my crafty friend, Carol, Friendly Quail, on YouTube, she has a series of videos like these where she tries new things. Try something new Tuesday, she calls them, and she recorded one of those yesterday. That didn't want to get chopped. Anyway, she recorded one of those, and she made the cutest journaling cards from playing cards. So I have to make my take on that. So I'm gonna have a little play, probably this evening, with that. And if they turn out the way I hope they will, because I'm gonna make my twist, of course, I will probably make a video. Ways to use up your playing cards. Maybe not 5 ways like I did with book pages, but 3 ways maybe to use your playing cards. 5 ways to use your envelopes. I'm gonna try making a few of those kind of videos. If you think that's a good idea, you could comment down below. Or if you think that, hey, we've seen that like 100 times, don't bother. Let me know as well, so I don't put my time and energy into filming something that no one's interested in. These are turning out great. I want to round the corners, of course. And you can still add, you can make them tag shaped, you can add little labels or stamps or whatever. But I think they're actually quite great just the way they are. Oh, nice. I'm gonna enjoy putting these into my botanical style junk journal, botanical themed. Just one here or there of paper. There we go. And the last one. And I'm gonna try and decorate my tags as well. Sometimes when I make journaling cards like these, I double up the paper behind and fold it so that you have a journaling card you can fold out and journal in. Or I make it a triple fold and add some fun stuff. You can do lots of fun stuff with journaling cards and extra journaling space. Oops. There we go. Let's see what I want to do with these two. Do I want to add some fussy cuts maybe? Or something else? I have some fussy cups, darn small, and they won't turn up very nicely, so maybe not those. What else do I have? I'm looking at my desk here. I thought I had picked out some stuff. Maybe I didn't. I also have these little labels that I cut out. It comes from a reminiscence book of papers. Could kind of add like that as a focal point, a little label. They're all quite small as well. Because what I usually do with those is that I use my cabinet cards, the ones that I scanned back in the day and then printed. And I also have these photos from different books that I picked out. Let's see, because I don't have to make these botanical, or I could. I have to print these. I have to buy a printer. No. I did this last week as well, remember? With the same photos. And I know I asked a while back if anyone had any tips, hints on good printers, preferably like a laser printer, or if that is not something you can use printing stuff. Oh right, that's one thing I wanted to tell you as well, talking about printing and printables and stuff like that. My eldest daughter Ellen, she is an artist. She studied art school, but she was planning on becoming a what's it called? Designer or something. Anyway, and she dropped off, fortunately, a few years back, but I could do that. Or I could use some labels. I'm gonna check my labels. Yeah, and we were talking the other day, and I asked her to use my scans and make something out of them. So she started working on designing a paper collection, printable paper collection, which is ironic because I seldom use printables, and I also don't have a printer, but yeah. But I love it that she's interested and wants to help me, and also has the creativity to do these kind of things. So I might show you what she did when it's done. Yeah, so that's fun. She is trying to find something fun to do. Oh, I love that one for him. Oh, yes, the coloring here. I'm feeling a masculine kind of tag coming along. These are printables. They are great. I would like something a bit more maybe feminine for her. It's not very feminine, but it's really cool. Maybe I should use one of my other ones. These are also printables. They are Tracy Fox, I believe. Yes. Oh yes, that's pretty. And maybe a smaller one for her as well. Yeah, there we have it. Easy peasy. Let's ink things up and glue it down. So I have my frayed burlap here, and it seems to be my go-to lately when I don't want the really dark one, like walnut stain. Yeah. So when I am done with this video, I am going to pick my daughter up, Ellen, the eldest one, and we are going to do some errands, and then I'm gonna try and make another movie. Film one more today so that I can, so I have something to publish when I can't film this weekend. Okay, glue and coffee. I love that coffee. Because here in Sweden, where I live, I have never seen, you know, the print shops you can have in US, for instance, where you can go and have your digits printed on certain papers and just get them delivered. We don't have that. We don't have places where you can go and print your pages. So I'm trying to save up to a printer. Maybe I should do a big sale in my Etsy shop and try and sell my journals lying there or staying in the shop that's not getting sold. That could give me some push in the way of getting a printer. I don't know. We will see. There we go. Oh, And the glue has started making the volcano thing again. I wonder why it does that sometime. Because it's not always, it's just sometimes. I wonder if it might have to do with the temperature, because it's beginning to be a bit warmer and being more spring-like here. And I wanted to take my paper towel and get some of the glue away. There we go. Okay, let me see what we've gotten. We have made this tag, which needs some kind of topper. And just stand it up. Maybe we can do one of those. That could be fun. Let's staple that one on. I'm using my little tiny staple thingy. Eyeball in the center. There we go. That's kind of fun, right? And this one, since it's a double tag, I might want to, I still want to, you know, open it up. So kind of want to put like a tab up there, and then you can open it up. Or maybe I can do a fabric tab. Let's make a fabric tab like that. We can free it a bit. Let's glue it down. There we go. That wasn't really centered, was it? That's better. So what we have here is we have this journaling card. Let's see if I can get the whole thing in. Backed with tea-dyed paper. We have this journaling card that has been backed with tea-dyed paper. I absolutely love those. And we have this one, the orchid. Then we have this tag, the lovely Miss Lily Elsie, the world's most photographed lady back in the days. And we have this one, which is a double tag. And we also have this. I think this will be a double journaling card somehow. So I'm going to, might cover the text. I'm going to continue to work on that, but it's a base. So let's just make sure it sticks down. Okay, that is it for today, my Use It or Lose It. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below what you think. And let me know also if you would be interested in printables. I would either do it on Ko-Fi or on Etsy. I'm not sure. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I will be with you guys really soon. Have a great rest of your week, everybody. Bye.